Hey everybody, Foxy Games here. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV full story playthrough. When we last left off, we were told about the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and we were told that we should probably go and talk to them, but we're not going to do that just yet because we have a gladiator quest to do. So we're going to go and talk to Mila right now. Foxy, I'm glad you're here. One of our members has been attacked and gravely wounded, and I need you to go and help him. I suspect this is the work of more bounty hunters. It may even be a trap to lure more of us into the open. Nevertheless, we cannot ignore our comrade's plight. When he last contacted us by Link Pearl, he said he'd try to seek shelter at the Coffer and Coffin. Take this potion and search for him there. This person has a blue sword and a shield that doesn't clip into their hair. Then again, their hair's a bit better than mine, admittedly. So we're off to Central Thanalan. Alright, we've got an injured gladiator here. This must be our guy. Help. Help me. I can't feel my... Here, have a potion. Thank you, sister. It all happened so fast. Over by the tracks to the north. I don't know who attacked me nor why they left me alive, but I dare say the answer is out there. Surely someone saw something. Alright, well let's go and try and find out what happened. Is somebody in here? The fellow outside? I saw him stumble in when I left the bar to take a piss. Was alone as I recall. You say he's wounded? I thought he was just drunk. Well, around these parts, who would blame you? Suspicious characters? Well, now that you mention it, I did see a strange fellow wearing a garish purple robe. At first I thought he was talking to himself, but then I realized he had a Link Pearl. I heard him saying something about the wrong man in the Silver Bazaar. Does that help? Is it Thaumaturges next? We really are just like the other job crime squad. Well, I don't know if we found anything. Purple robe? That does sound familiar. Aye, it was him, I'd swear it. Did you find anything else? Oh, we found a ring. Metal ring engraved with a scorpion, its tail poised ready to strike. Picked us up by the tracks, eh? Might well have belonged to the bastard. Can't say I've seen its like before. Might be Wyman could tell you more. You know him, don't you? He's the bespectacled bloke who's always lounging around Emerald Avenue in the city. Of course, being the businessman that he is, he'll probably ask to be compensated in exchange. Show the ring to Wyman. He's sure to know something about it. Why do we have to talk to that creep again? Oh well, back to Ul'dah. Hello, Wyman. Well now, if it ain't Foxy, everybody's favorite adventurer. I heard you threw your lot in with the gladiators. A questionable decision, given the recent events of recent days, but to each his own. To what do I owe the pleasure? Here, look at this. Oi, put that thing away before somebody sees it. Where in the seven hells did you get one of those rings? What, don't you recognize a signal, or sigil? Goddamn fool. Before you go stumbling around in the brush, you ought to at least know what kind of venomous bastards will be lurking within. Been a long time since Ul'dah's seen a criminal organization rise from obscurity to notoriety as quickly as the Alacran. Word is they've got connection to the Brass Blades, the Syndicate, and gods know who else. But you didn't hear that from me. I want no part of whatever mess you and your mates have gotten yourselves into, understood? Well, I guess we gotta go talk to Mila then. Wyman is about as useful as a sack of shit. And even then, you could turn shit into fertilizer and... You know, I don't know where I was going with that. This person's name is Neptune Nep Nep. She's kind of cute, too. What job is she? Oh, that's a goldsmith. One of the crafting jobs. Oh, Foxy, I was wondering when you might return. What news do you bring of our injured comrade? He was attacked by a member of the Alacran. Let's go with that. The Alacran? I find that hard to believe, but no matter. One of our comrades returned from Stone's Throw moments ago. A gang of bandits is said to be headed for the Silver Bazaar. They're after a man with an enormous bounty on his head. Gee, I wonder who that is. The people living there are in grave danger. In their frenzy to find their quarry, the bandits won't scruple to destroy property and harm civilians, and the few brass blades stationed there will be powerless to stop them. We must stop them, Foxy. We'll protect the Silver Bazaar and avenge our injured guildmate, and all in one fell swoop. A bit melodramatic, if you ask me. Aldous, I told you never to come here again. I couldn't sit idly by while you charge into battle against an enemy you know nothing about. Mila, a responsible guildmaster, would never risk the lives of her charges like this. Who are you to lecture me about responsibility? Mila, listen to me. This is the Alacron you're dealing with. So, whatever notoriety they may have achieved means nothing to me. We'll cut them down like the common bandits they are. It's not that simple. More importantly, it's not your fight. What are you saying? They want me, Mila. I've been fending off assassination attempts ever since I returned to Thanalan. Just stay here and let me handle this. It'll be over soon, I promise. Just stay here while you go off on your own, is that it? It's been 7 years since I let you leave, Aldous. 7 years. Do you have any idea at all what you put me through? Mila. I don't want to hear it, you selfish bastard. Do you even care about the people who suffered because of you? Just get out. We don't need your help. We'll settle this ourselves. Mila, wait. There's something you need to know. Enough! Get out! Get out! Alright. Save some of that for the Alacron. But do try to not to let Foxy here come to harm while you're at it. Yeesh. Okay. To the Silver Bazaar, then. So yeah, Aldous is definitely an old flame of hers. Dear God, I probably should have just come from Ul'dah. This is a long walk. Alright, we're here at the Silver Bazaar. That took long enough. Go ahead and get this Chocobo keep registered. And now we talk to Mila. There you are, Foxy. Everyone's already in position. Are you prepared? I sure am. Whoever is here, let's kick their asses. Oh, no cutscene. Just a bunch of dudes. Hey, you know, at least we've got a mix of people this time. This will be a good test whether or not I've got good volume. Have to kill their healers. Oh, damn. Mila's badass. Hey, it's done. Rejoice, gladiators, for the day is ours. What? But why would you be... Leave him to us, First Sword. No, stop! It's a kitty. Oh my god, she's cute. Such brittle blades, so easily broken. Perhaps the First Sword is made of stronger steel. Leave her, Zana. Our business is over. It's the second one of those swords. What? Why do you have Livold? No, what have you done, Livold? Why did I read it like that? Whatever. First sword, we must withdraw. The wounded need tending. Let us take them back to the guild. The plot thickens with 2 C's. Okay, we're back. Let's find out what happened. Give me a moment, Foxy. I need to think. I wanted to spare you this, Mila. I begged you not to go. You knew, Aldous, that Leovold had... Leovold and I once fought side by side in the Colosseum. The twin swords of Naldthal, they called us. Never lost a match. Honored by the bull of Alamigo himself. But that was then, and this is now. When I learned Leovold single-handedly transformed the Elecron from a gang of common thieves into the most feared criminal organization in Thanalan, I knew I had to return. Seems like a lifetime ago that the 3 of us used to train together in this hall. The Leovold I knew would never stoop so low. He was a good man, strong and true. What would drive him to do this? When I find him, I'll be sure to ask. Unfortunately, he seems determined to kill me for my curiosity. What aren't you telling me, Aldous? I'm not clever enough to keep secrets, my dear. I'm a simple man, only capable of dealing with what's right in front of me. Is that so? I'll find it, Mila, I promise. We get to choose new gear. We get a new sword, a new shield. What? I think the helmet's probably going to be my best choice. Alright. Next quest is available at level 25. We're at level 22. Let's equip our new gear. Looks like that shield is no good. But we'll take a look at the sword. And the helmet, why not? Oh god! Oh no, 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 we're not wearing that. The sword is cool though, that's that blue sword that I saw that person have. Yeah, the shield that I got in, I forget what dungeon it was that I got that, but it's better. So, now that we've gone and done that, we get to go over to the Waking Sands in Vesper Bay, so we can speak with the Scions. Remember when I said get used to this tunnel? I did say that, didn't I? Because if you'll notice, here's where the Waking Sands is. You know what's not here? An aetheryte crystal. Just bear that in mind come the future. Ah, here we are, the Waking Sands, headquarters of the Scions of the 7th Dawn. And it looks like we've got somebody here at the front. Deep in the desert of my heart, a lovely flower blooms, yearning for the heavens above to quench my thirst for you. Tra-la-la-la-lo-la-la-lo. Wah! I would thank you not to sneak up on me like that. Now please be advised that this is private property. Unless you have pertinent business here, I must ask you to... Here at the behest of Thancred. My sincerest apologies. May I please have your name? Foxy Games. Foxy Games. Ah, there you are. I bid you welcome to the Waking Sands, headquarters of the Scions of the 7th Dawn. My name is Tataru, and I look forward to assisting you during your time with us. The antecedent is within the solar. I shall let her know to expect you. How are you going to do that? You're staying right here. Okay. I take it you are Foxy Games. Tataru sent word that you had arrived. How? Nobody else went in. Lady Minphilia has eagerly awaited your coming. This way, if you please. Oh, I get to choose more stuff. Well, it's gonna be this.
So you're the adventurer of whom I've heard so much. Well met, friend. My name is Minphilia, and I lead the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. I have awaited your coming. Please, be at ease. You are among friends here. No doubt you are ripe to burst with questions. But have patience. All will be revealed in time. First, let me begin by telling you who we are and what we do.
Shut up, phone.
We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, an order that transcends political boundaries. Our single objective is the preservation of the future of Eorzea. Among our gravest concerns are the godlike beings known as the Primals. Their existence is a bane upon Eorzea, nay, the world at large, and we have striven to find a lasting solution to the threat they pose. Our order is home to a number of individuals who, like you, possess a rare and special talent. This talent takes various forms, but one holds particular interest for us. Tell me, have you ever experienced a sudden, inexplicable loss of consciousness? Have you ever had the sensation of being pulled away from reality? Felt as though you were hovering in space, a mind without a body? All these things are the manifestations of your talent. Yours is the power to transcend the boundaries of the soul, a power known as the Echo. The Echo allows you to pass through the walls of a man's soul and hear the resonations of his past. You will be there in his memories and see things as he saw them. You may even interact with that which you see, though you cannot change the outcome of events. For another blessing, the Echo will enable you to know a man's mind even if you cannot comprehend his words. In short, the Echo is a truly extraordinary power. And this power is strong within you. It is only a shame that we cannot use it whensoever we choose. That's right. I too possess the Echo. With that established, let us return to the subject of the Primals. So long as they exist, the realm cannot take so much as a single step towards true peace. Measures must be taken. Measures which transcend boundaries, be they of faction, race, language, or creed. And to do so, the Scions require the aid of those with our talent. Make no mistake, the Echo will be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. Without it, we cannot hope to save the realm. I know not what it is you desire for yourself, nor what it was that first brought you to Eorzea. But I firmly believe that the power we possess was given to us for a purpose. Why else would the gods entrust man with a gift so extraordinary, if not to have him use it? And so I implore you, lend us your power.
Goodbye budget and goodbye voice acting. Naturally, your aid will not go unrewarded. We are fortunate to have a number of influential allies, and at a word from me, they will gladly afford you certain privileges that might otherwise be denied you. The right to employ retainers, for example. Are you familiar with them? They are individuals who may be relied upon to manage your assets and belongings on your behalf. The papers you requested, my lady. Thank you, Tataru. The pleasure is mine, my lady. By way of a welcoming gift, I have taken the liberty of adding your name to the retainer's registry. As of now, you are entitled to employ the service of a retainer. You will need to consult a retainer vocate regarding the particulars of this arrangement, but believe me when I say that retainers will prove invaluable to you in your adventuring endeavors. Let this gesture serve as evidence of our commitment to do all in our power to facilitate your personal objectives. In return, we ask that you aid us to the fullest extent of your talents. A mutually beneficial relationship, I am sure you will agree, and one which serves the greater good besides. Well, that was a veritable lecture, was it not? Forgive me, but it is important that all concerned are aware of what is expected of them. Now you know our purpose and what we can offer for you. And I can invite you to... now you know our purpose and what we can offer you, I invite you to consider joining us. When you have come to a decision, you may tell me without fear of censure. In good faith, I shall entrust you with our order's password, which our members use to reach one another when afield. It is Wild Rose. Pray keep it safe. Okay, retainers are basically your bank and your auction house combined. At least for selling things. We can talk to everybody in here, of course. Here is Y'shtola, also known as Cat Mom. Our organization, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, was formed through the union of two separate entities. The first was comprised of Charlayan natives, such as myself, and was called the Circle of Knowing. The second, made up of individuals that share your rare gift, was known as the Path of the 12. The terrible events that ushered in the Seventh Umbral Era taught us that only together may we stand against the evil that seeks to consume us. The Path of the 12 and the Circle of Knowing were two groups that I believe that player characters interacted with in the original version of the game. Summoning a primal is no small feat. It requires a tremendous concentration of ether, which is why the beast tribes go to such lengths to obtain crystals. Once they manifest in physical form, their unquenchable thirst for aether only grows stronger. They would drink the land dry with nary a thought to the consequences. Considering their fearsome strength, it could be well within their ability to do so. It is for this reason we must do our utmost to oppose them. This place is called the Waking Sands, and it's our headquarters. It used to be somewhere else, you know, but then a bunch of things happened, and we ended up here instead. I'm sure that's a reference to the original game, but I don't know that part. I didn't play it. While there are others who possess the Echo, none are near as strong as you with the power, hence our extremely high expectations of you. 7 waning moons see 7 suns rise. Divine order royals, fallen corpses writhe. Thus the Divine Chronicles seek to warn us once more. The meaning of these words now shines clear. They evoke the dire circumstances of this imperiled age. The realm doth shudder and twist, and the dawn lieth cowering neath the stifling blanket of night. And we abide. We await the coming of the unborn era's seed, the light which shall pierce the glowering darkness. Get used to him. Let's see. So, these people here are people you can meet when you first start the game. If you start in Thanalan and Ul'dah, obviously you meet Thancred. If you start in Limsala Minza, you meet Y'shtola, and if you start in Gridania, you meet Ida and Papalimo. Now let's talk to Minfilia. We Scions have but one objective, to safeguard the future of Eorzea. Among our gravest concerns are the godlike beings known as the Primals. Long have we striven to find a lasting solution to the threat they pose. I know not what it is you desire for yourself, nor was it... You know what? She said this shit already. Alright. I will go whither the wild rose blooms.
I take it you will help us. Wonderful! I knew you wouldn't let us down. But come, I would introduce you to your friends in the Order. Tell me, does the name Charlayan ring any bells? It used to be one of Eorzea's 6 city-states, and was situated in the northwest of Aldenard. The Sharlians were the keepers of wisdom both old and new. Their mastery over magic and ether was unsurpassed, and even the Garleans knew to fear them. Among their number, there were a noble few who devoted their lives to safeguarding the future of Eorzea. When the realm began its descent into chaos, and their countrymen fled for the motherland, they alone chose to remain here. These noble men and women were called the Archons. Those same brave souls stand before you now. The masked woman is Ida, and beside her is Popolimo. The two are charged with surveying the Twelveswood.
Hello there.
Welcome.
Okay, my turn to introduce someone. That there is Thancred.
He is our man here in Ul'dah, Jewel of the Desert.
Welcome to the team. I never doubted that you'd come. If I may, the lovely maiden beside me is named Y'shtola. Limsa Lominsa has the pleasure of being under her care.
Greetings. Last but not least is Urianger, who presides over all affairs within these halls. Pray seek him out whenever you have questions.
Dawn may banish even the darkest night. The words of a dear friend. I'm glad of our meeting.
At the Battle of Carteneau, our leader was taken from us. But we did not stray from our purpose. We sought out Minfilia and others with her talent, and together established the Scions of the 7th Dawn.
Along with the Archons, those blessed with the Echo play a pivotal role in our endeavor to forge a brighter tomorrow for the realm. Oh, I should also introduce you to Tataru, our clerk. She ensures that everything runs smoothly.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
In time, I hope you will come to think of us as family. But without further ado, I would assign you your first task. Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
We have received a request for aid from the Immortal Flames. Thancred, would you do the honors?
It would be my pleasure. Some days ago, a crystal caravan registered to Amagina and Sons mineral concern was waylaid and divested of its cargo. But there is more. Within a bell of the robbery, several people were reported missing from the shantytown outside the city.
At a glance, one would assume the involvement of bandits, kidnappers, and coincidence. Such crimes are hardly uncommon, and the Immortal Flames deal with their like almost every day. However, this time we have reason to believe that a primal is involved.
Aye. The evidence left behind implicates the Emoja, who are known worshippers of Ifrit. If we then consider the objects that were taken, there is no room left for doubt. The crimes were committed in the name of a primal.
That you may better understand the nature of our struggle with the primals, I would have you play the leading role in this investigation. You have my thanks. If there is aught you wish to know, I recommend you speak with Thancred. He is well versed in the affairs of Ul'dah.
Ever at your service, fair lady.
Alright, looks like we're being put straight to work. Through this first mission, you will come to understand the nature of our struggle with the primals. The realm may appear well on its way to recovery, but reality paints a far bleaker picture. The truth is out there, Foxy, and I would have you discover it for yourself. Sure. Well, let's talk to Thancred. We have to anyway. Ready to begin, are we? That's the spirit. So then, your mission is to investigate a crystal robbery and a spat of abductions. Crimes which we believe to be connected. Assuming we are correct, it is like that any discoveries we make in relation to one will further our understanding of the other. Now, since the attack on their caravan, our friends at Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern have doubled security over all their shipments. In light of this, it is my judgment that the abductions should be our priority. According to our preliminary findings, the majority of the missing were last seen at the vicinity of Camp Drybone, so that would seem a fine place to begin. A fellow by the name of Isambard serves as the camp's de facto leader. Pay him a visit and see that he gives us his full cooperation. Sure, let's do that. So let's head on out to Camp Drybone then. Alright, Mr. Isambard over here. Hi, I'm Isambard. Here to search for the missing folk, I take it? Minfilia sent word that an adventurer fitting your description would be along. She also warned us to be wary of the Amalja. It seems we know who the culprits are at the very least. Now, I bear no official title at this camp, but the people here have come to look to me for leadership. You have my word that I'll do all I can to help see the victims safely returned. What do we got? A Gorget. We'll take that, Gorget. Actually, we also got a bracelet. Is it any good? Yeah, it's good. Nice. Let's get right to it then. Minfilia names the Amalja culprits in all this. You would do well to investigate them first. Much harm has been levied on these lands by Amalja hands. The flames burn where they might, but their light cannot stay the darkness in all places at all times. There have been brutal murders of callers at the Church of Saint Adama Lendama. God, fucking tongue twister names here. Innocents wishing no more than to pay their respects to the dead. The poor souls deserve a proper burial. I would see to the deed before mongrels catch their scent, but I know not if the Amalja still linger. Would you secure their remains for me, friend? You will find them on the eastern road. 12 willing, you may even come to learn something of what the Amalja seek in this area. There's an archer here. She looks like a proper bandit. Alright, so we need to go find some corpses. Hooray. We're on burial duty. Alright, so the corpses should be over here. And judging from that ominous purple circle, I'd say we're about to fight. Oh yeah, some Amalja. Come here, you. Ah, they're only level 12. And now they're level nothing, because they're dead. Alright, we've got some corpses we have to carry. Don't ask me how we're carrying 3 corpses. Just kind of, Death Stranding your way through it, I guess. Pile them up on your back. And we're actually just bringing them back to camp. For some reason. What the fuck? Why? Super do. Why do so many people have this stupid chocobo helmet? Oh no. And you're a cat too. Anyway. It is good you see you returned. Were you able to secure the remains of our fallen? I sure was. With the bodies given back proper to the earth, the souls will find their way across to the other side. You have done a noble deed this day. I thank you. Now then, what of the Amalja? Did you see any? Surely such massive monstrosities as they cannot conceal their presence, much less take their quarry unawares. Ah, so there were Amalja remaining after all. I feared as much. Their part in the lowborn disappearing is all but confirmed, but I sense there's more to this than meets the eye. The occasional Amalja raiding party would not account for people going missing in these kinds of numbers. The total is too great, and the questions too many. It would not surprise me in the least to learn of another hand in this. But whose? Countless travelers pass through Drybone every day, and even if it were one among them, how would we best discover who may be implicit in these vanishings? Somebody is helping the Amalja from the inside. What say we turn an eye to the common folk themselves? It may be among them that we find the reasons for these vanishings. 12 forbid it be so. There is a merchant by the name of Ungust who was born here in Drybone and grew up in the Golden Bazaar. A rough character, but he knows the people here better than anyone. I'd wager he's at the inn, quaffing away the day's earnings. Here, I'll write a note for you to show him, else he's not like to speak to you. Let's go find this Ungust. What a terrible name, Ungust. Hello, Bunny. Wow, that's a cool outfit, and saw it for a split second before she got on her mount and left. Mr. Ungust! Well, gods be damned. You're that bloody adventurer who threatened me back in Ul'dah. What in the seven hells you want with me now? Yeah, this is the guy who was threatening that beggar woman. Dear friend, missing people, please help. Yours, Isambard. Folk around here are as wary as they come. They'll turn tail and run if you so much as pass wind nearby. Played them all for fools and coaxed some hard labor out of them, I did. If anything, they're even more timid than before, what with all the disappearances. You can go talk to them yourself if you don't believe me. So let's go and speak to some of these people. Please, miss, just leave me be. Okay, he had nothing to say. How about this one? I have nothing to say but this. I'll take who or whatever's been feeding off us lol folk. Well, he's got nothing. What do you want from me? I don't know anything, I swear. Please don't kill me. Well, he was very jumpy. And now we go back and talk to Ungust again. Just as I told you, wasn't it? The whole lot of them are terrified. There's been talk of folk getting abducted, but if you ask me, they simply up and moved on to a better place. This plane ain't exactly Costa del Sol, if you know what I'm saying. Well, he was useless, but did we really expect anything out of this guy? Oh, this fucking name. Boner Call Me Daddy. I didn't realize that at first, unless this is a different archer. Welcome back, Foxy. Have you learned aught of import? I see. I suppose I should have expected as much from Ungust. Well, another thought occurred to me in your absence. The common folk are nothing if not fervent in their religious beliefs. Perhaps if they speak freely to their gods, then the clergy may know something of use. If we would know what the common folk speak of to their gods, we've no better place to ask them than the Church of Saint Adama Lendama. It is a small and humble church found to the northwest of here. And so long as you're headed there, might I ask you to deliver this embalmed corpse? A morbid request, I grant you, but it must be borne to burial, and I trust no one more than you to see it done. Seek out a man named Marquis, or Marcus. He tends the graves of the Lich Yard. He will tell you where the body is to be interred. Morbid indeed, but, you know, we're out there killing things and people, and really, is it any more morbid than that? Alright, here's the church. Just a quick stone's throw away. And here's our man, Marcus. I am Marcus, yes. A body, of course. There have been so many bodies of late. I apologize, miss. If you seek a place of burial, then there's an empty grave atop the ridge. Take the path and lay him to rest there. Here we are. There's a corpse. And then we bury it. And then we go talk to Marcus again. May they all walk in Thal's realm. What, missing people? I'm afraid I cannot help you. But maybe Sister Arson can. She's been kind to me. Everyone has been so kind. I don't know why, though. Pardon me. You will find Sister Arson within the church walls. So, Marcus has some issues that we don't really know about yet. I heard you have done us the service of burying a fallen soul. Please accept our gratitude and extend it to Isambard when next you see him. You seek knowledge of missing Drybone inhabitants? It is true I am closer to the people than any other of the Order. I confide in them, and they in me. When they wish to speak to their keeper, Thal, I am the medium through which they do. Should I learn anything pertinent, I will be sure to share the information with you. I only wish Marcus would be more helpful in the matter. I pray he did nothing to offend. He saw terrible things during the calamity. His scars run deep. Indeed, he seems to now prefer the company of the dead over the living. While tragic, I fear such behavior ill befits the church. I received word not long ago that one of our recent visitors, a man called Thancred, I believe, took offense at his conduct. I must have words with Marcus, and soon. Thancred's here. Or he was. Either way, we'll go back to the camp and talk to Isambard. Thank you, Foxy. A burial is no easy thing, even when the departed is a stranger. Were you able to learn aught of the missing common folk? You've been keeping yourself rather busy of late, haven't you, Foxy? A pleasure, my dear Isambard. The name is Thancred, and I share a passion with you and our mutual friend here for learning what has become of these missing persons and why. I too spoke with Ungust, more times than I care to count. There seems to be some truth to this notion of the common folk speaking their secrets only to those in service of the gods. Prostration, prayer, penance, abject deeds done behind closed doors, away from prying eyes. Who better to take the pious unawares than she who takes confession, the good Sister Arson herself? Arson? She wouldn't. She couldn't. Even the most beautiful roses have thorns, my friend, and you would be wise to keep an eye on this rose. Still, the Lich Keeper Marcus, I'd swear to the 12 I've seen that face somewhere before. What do we got? That's ass. That's double ass. We'll take the money, but we'll at least look and see what they look like. Oh my god. Well, I suppose that's in style for some people. And that looks okay, but we're not going to take either of them. We're going to take the money. Sister Arson. It cannot be. Though she is wont to travel to the Golden Bazaar on her own, and it is not uncommon to see her speaking to the children. But no, it could not be she. Could it? I grow wary of these suspicions. I know there is one child in particular she is fond of. Pray seek out the boy, Foxy, and see if you cannot glean something from him about Arson's activities. Where is he? He's all the way up here, at the Golden Bazaar. You would think that a place called the Golden Bazaar would have its own aetheryte. You'd be wrong. Well, that was a nice walk. Chocobo Keep. Ah, here's our urchin. This place is not much of a golden anything, really. Please help. Sister Arson went out all on her own and hasn't come back. She always reads to me right here about Thal and the Order and the other side. I told her I lost my shiny thing and she went looking for it. But what if the monsters outside hurt her? Please help her. Your shiny thing. They couldn't have thought of a better word, like a toy or a badge or something. No, it's just a shiny thing. And of course, she is being accosted by... Who knows? Let's find out. No, pull your fucking swords out. Oh, they're bandits. No, they're not bandits. They're zombies. No more zombies. Those things are loud. You're the one from the church. Thank goodness you arrived when you did. It seems my gratitude is yours yet again. You spoke with the child. Yes, well, I was able to find his lost trinket. It is a ring given him by his mother before she passed. I will see it safely back to him. Isambard! Sister Arson was attacked outside by the Golden Bazaar? Gods forfend. I will secure a room at the inn for her should she require any rest. Searching for the mementos of orphans, and risking her own well-being in the doing, no less. Certainly not the dastardly deeds Thancred would have us believe. Yeah, maybe she's not the criminal. I don't think these are any good. Not for me, anyway. No, not really. Go with the Allegan silver piece. I am well glad I reserved that room for Sister Arson. It seems she received greater injuries from her attackers than she initially let on. Thankfully, she is expected to make a full recovery. But now on to the matter at hand. Thancred came looking for you once more. He left word that he'll be waiting at the Amalja encampment to the southeast. I pray the two of you are able to uncover some evidence regarding these disappearances. Then let's go find our buddy Thancred. Look at this fucking car. It's the Regalia from Final Fantasy XV. This person's name is Growling Bunny May. She's not even a bunny. Thancred! Ah, there you are, Foxy. So good of you to come. Indeed, I have heard all about good Sister Arson. Isambard said her wounds were serious. It would seem my suspicions about the poor Rose were misplaced. But false though they were, perhaps my suspicions were not entirely without merit. While following Sister Arson near the Golden Bazaar, a band of Amalja caught my eye. I tracked them as far as this encampment, but... well, let us say I would much prefer to keep my distance and remain here. This, of course, brings me to why I requested you, dear Foxy. Would you be so kind as to take a look inside? What? Why? You're more stealthy than I am. You're the dashing rogue, Thancred. I literally charge in and punch things. Well, I don't punch them. I stab them, and slash them, and shield bash them. Whatever, though. Let's kill some fucking lizard folk, I guess. Oh, yeah. Take this queer leaflet. And then we go back to Thancred. We kill one more dude. He was asleep. Somebody must have cast a sleep spell on him. Now he's gonna forever sleep. Well, did anything tickle your fancy? This leaflet. See the wealth of Nald to the hands of your children. It looks to be some sort of assembly to provide the poor folk with work. The lettering, though, atrocious, is it not? And these bits about Nald Thal seem somewhat less than studied. I find it hard to believe one among the Order penned this. Pray take this to the inn at Camp Drybone. Let us see what Sister Arson makes of it. So it seems somebody's pretending to be a member of the Order. There she is. And Thancred's here too. My savior comes again. To what do I owe the honor this day? Well, you get to look at this thing. What is this? Blasphemous. These are not our teachings at all. It was not made by any true brother or sister of the order, of that I can assure you. Come to think of it, weeks ago the church was plagued by missing garments. Could someone be posing as a priest of the order to deceive people? The plot thickens, Foxy. Our culprit pretends to be a priest to lend credence to his deception. There's no doubt an irony is in there somewhere. But I suspect we have a worthy adversary on our hands. I shall consider how best to handle this. For now, tell Isambard what we learned here. Oh god, this person's definitely a gold seller. Look at that name. Quifum... Oh, now he's gone. Well. Posing as a priest, to think. These troubling notions aside, it is gratifying to finally be able to move this investigation forward. Thank you once again, Foxy. I shall keep my ears and eyes open, now more than ever. What have we got? Is this helmet better than our current helmet? It's exactly the same, so we're just gonna go with the gold. Isambard wants to help you identify and apprehend the false priests. I'm afraid I have not seen any unusual activity, nor have any at this camp given me cause to doubt them, but unless we can identify the culprit, and soon more innocents will fall victim. Do not despair just yet, my friend. An idea occurs to me. Our suspect has been posing as a priest, using leaflets bearing false promises to lure the poor. Let Foxy and me serve like with like by posing as an impoverished souls in need of succor. I dare to hope that will yield us the answers we seek. It will be a dangerous undertaking, but you two are more than capable of looking after yourselves. I'm next to useless in a battle, but I can supply the garments for the disguise. These old tunics and slops should serve your needs, as long as you don't mind the smell and the stains. These will serve very well, you have my thanks. Listen, Foxy, so as to lay the foundation for our little ploy, we must make it widely known that more vagrants have arrived at the camp and are desperate for coin. To this end, I want you to don the old garments Isambard lent us and beg for work around the camp. Before long, the false priest should catch wind and approach us. Alright, looks like we're playing the part of a hapless beggar. And we will of course do that, but we're going to do it in the next episode. So, until next time, I'm Foxy Games. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.